And what I'm doing, I'm just seeing how he reacts to what I'm doing. I want to see if he'll keep his butt away from me in these spots, and I want him to just get more comfortable with me moving around here. You know, he can defend himself all he wants, as long as he's not trying to kick at me and things like that. I've got to understand that there's certain things that he's going to do just because he's a wild animal and he's never been handled, you know? And I've got to understand it. And with him and what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this rope around his neck. I'm gonna go ahead and rope him. I feel like I want to get my hands on him, and if I can get this on him, it's more in a sense that my hands are on him. I don't want to sit here and monotonize with this horse trying to catch him and teach this horse to put his butt to me and not respond to what I'm asking him to do because I don't have anything on his face, you know. And people run into that because they're not as fast, they're not as strong, and they can't outmaneuver that horse to get where they need to get. And it gets hard for anybody in spots because of them and how fast they are and how strong they are, and they can just beat us on our feet. And trying to understand where our angles are and what we're doing, you know, or even being able to rope one, you know, that to me is going to have to be a key for anybody trying to start a horse, is that they need to know how to rope a horse. I'm not going to say you're going to rope one every time by any means, but there's going to be ones that you do need to rope. And this being a stud, I don't want him to start thinking he has the upper hand on me. I don't want him to want to try to come get me. I don't want him to try to bite me. I don't want him to try to kick me. And I know that if this horse starts feeling it, you know, superior to me and starts to try to, you know, intimidate me with things, and he can, I don't want him to get out of control. So I feel like this is going to help me to get everything under control and get his hind end under control to where I could be able to keep him looking at me and disengaging his hips and keeping myself safe. I'm just going to wait. So I don't want to sit here and swing it 1,000 times to try to catch him. You know, I'm just trying to make it easy right there. I'm just trying to pull on it a little bit. And I'm going to use this just like if I have my halter. I'm going to hold my pressure and I'm going to push it on his hip. I'm going to push on his hip and I'm just going to hold my pressure. I'm going to wait. There, almost. There, I'm going to give it back when he looks at me. It's the same thing that I'm doing. I'm going to hold again. Hold again. Good. I'm going to hold. I'm just going to hold it right here. See if I can get him a step forward for me. Oh, almost. If he doesn't, I'm just going to hold. There. You know, just to get his front feet moving or get his back feet moving or whatever it is, but I want to try there to be able to control him more. I'm going to hold here, hold, 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 hold. I'm going to step around. I'm stepping around him. I'm holding, stepping around. Almost. There. And I can, you see me kind of pull him to me? That's fine. I'm trying to help myself the easiest way I can. And I'm just going to try to drive him away here. Kind of lunge him off. Push him forward. There. I'm going to disengage him. I'm going to step here and I'm going to hold. As soon as he faces me, I'll give it back. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to try to drive him to the right. So when I do, my right hand's going to go up. I'm going to show him where to go, just like if I had him on a halter. I'm going to step behind and I'm going to drive him. Step here, I'm going to drive. I'm going to drive, just driving. Now I'm going to step, hold, hold. There. And I'll give it back. I'm going to hold, I'm going to hold, I'm going to hold, I'm going to hold. There, he come forward, I give it back to him. So, I can teach him how to disengage his hips. I can teach him how to lead just like this. And I feel like a little safer and a little easier in spots for me, because in a sense, I have him on a lead. I'm gonna hold, I'm just gonna hold. Holding what I got, I'm just holding what I got. Almost. Give it back to him. If I can get a step right here. There. He gave me one step. Hold right here. I'm gonna hold. Good. Hold again. There. Now I'm gonna step up here and I'm gonna drive him off. Drive him on, drive him on. I'm gonna step here and I'm gonna hold. When I step, when I'm holding, stepping around to his hips there. You know, and the reason I wanna hold, I want him to feel that. I want him to start leading off of me there. I'm gonna hold, almost, I'm just gonna hold it. Just gonna hold, just gonna hold, just gonna hold. Okay? There. So I give it back to him as soon as he gives me those steps. Hold, 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 there. Gotta let him rest. I gotta rest too. You do rope one around the neck, make sure that, you know, when you give it back to him, you're giving him his wind back. If you're not, you'll probably be able to see. He'll probably let you know. Ask him to the right here. I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna step behind him, I'm gonna hold. Let me kind of spin him around right there. It's because that right side of him is lagging so much that he wants to get his butt to me and hide from me right there. So I went ahead and I hold that thing and I spin him around. I want him to know that when I ask him right there, he needs to give me his face and get his butt from right here. I'll hold. Good. I'm gonna ask him off. Ask him off. A lot better right there, wasn't it? Hold. See, he keeps backing up every time. Just gonna hold. Just gonna hold. 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 I'm holding. Hold. 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 Good. So if I keep letting him back up every time, he's gonna keep backing up every time. And he's gonna keep backing up and it's gonna get further and further and further. So that's why I keep him right there from trying to back up. Gonna hold it. Now I'm gonna hold. There. Just gonna hold and try to get him to step to me again. Just gonna try to get him to step to me again. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Try to get him to lead to me right here. There. There. Oh boy. I'm gonna hold right here. I'm gonna hold. Keep holding. There. Hold. And a lot of what I'm doing, I'm just trying to react to him and I'm trying to get myself a little closer to him. I'm just trying to get him to look at me. I'm trying for him not to be scared of me, really, you know. I'm not asking him to do a whole lot, but just stand here, really. Just want to touch him is all I want to do. And I just kind of move my feet around, you know. I just want him to get more comfortable with me. And there you go. I really just kind of start inching my way in there closer and closer to him. And he kind of leans into me right there, want to come in there. I'll just kind of back away a little bit. And I kind of step the other side again. So as you can see, I just kind of keep getting a little closer and a little closer. I'll just hold my hand out here and he wants to touch it and I'll just take it away. You know, trying to be slow and easy with him. You know, the biggest thing, I want him to trust me. I want him to trust what I'm doing. You know, he's a curious enough little horse that he's not trying to hurt me or anything else. He's just trying to make sure that I'm not going to hurt him. Everything he's ever had to really run for him before was probably trying to eat him. I saw a video yesterday of a horse attacking an alligator. And the alligator bit the horse. I just kind of rub him there a little bit and I take my hand off. But it's a pretty cool video. So these horses learn, you know, to defend themselves from the time they're born, and they're also the same things when they're born as how their mothers raise them. You know, everything your mother's doing is a pressure and release. And it's the same thing we're doing. We're asking this horse to move away from pressure, and when they do, we leave them alone, and that's the reward to be able to rest. Since he hit the ground the first day, his mom's been training him that way, the same way. Only thing difference in that, her and me, is the pressure that she's putting is much more than the pressure I can put. How she's telling that little baby to move around, she's pushing him around with her nose, she's biting him, and she's kicking him. She bites a lot harder than me, and she can kick a lot harder than me. So these horses understand what pressure is. They understand what pressure and release is because they've been taught since they were babies. You know, and their moms don't have to kick them. They don't have to bite them all the time. They teach those horses. They train them. The same thing I'm doing with him right now. You know, I'm getting a lot of stuff done sitting here talking to you guys, not even paying attention to him because he wants me to pay attention to him so bad. You know, so you got to think about that when you see somebody riding a horse and them putting pressure on a horse or whatever it may be. You know, it's nowhere near the pressure that horse's mother started putting on him from the time he hit the ground. So that's something I want everybody to keep in mind. You know, with a horse in general, you know, it's all the same for what we're doing to our kids, to what this horse's mama did to him when he was born. It's all pressure, it's all release, and we all start to learn what the reward is. And this horse's reward, I mean, it's to learn to wait and rest. Because what I'm going to do is I'm showing him what work is. There. And I'm showing him that when he doesn't give me what I'm asking him to do, I put his feet to work. So I've got to try to be as black and white with what I'm doing as I can. I'm just going to step, I'm just going to put here and I'm going to take it away. There. I'm just going to step here and see if he'll kind of move around with me. I'm just going to kind of move his hips, try to move his hips. Try to move his hips real easy. I'm just trying to look right here, trying to get him to move. Just trying to wait. I'm going to hold his head right here and there. There, I'm going to hold. Good. And, you know, I'm trying to move his hips away with some pressure, but at the same time, guys, if I want to have to pull on his face, that's fine. I'm trying to get him to lead. I haven't got a halter on him yet. I got to get him to follow me, so it's okay. I'm just going to pull here. I'm just going to pull here. I'm just going to hold. I'm just going to hold. Light pressure, light pressure, light pressure. Good. I'm just going to hold it. And now I'm going to hold what I got here. I'm going to hold what I got. I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold. I'm going to keep holding here. There. Kind of trick him into it a little bit right there. I'm going to wait here and pull. Just get me a step. I want one step. Let me get this thing a little bit. There. Now let's see if I can get this step right here. Good. Two of them. See if I can get another one. I'm going to hold a little bit. I'm going to keep holding. There. So when he goes and pulls, it's not because I'm pulling on him any harder. It's because he's pulling harder on me. My pressure's not really changing much. There you go. And that's what I want him to do right here. That's just what I've been waiting for. Him to move his hips away from me and step into me. You know, I've been trying to get him to just kind of trust me enough to do that. Oh boy, and I'm gonna step to the other side, just like I was doing here, same things. There, good job. So all my pressure, you can see it's getting less and less. You know, I'm trying to let him think his way through what he's doing. But in the beginning, you see my pressure. It's not necessarily that I'm doing any softer. Let me don't confuse you. It's just he's moving easier and faster without me ever having to go to that spot and get that tight and him get worried. If that makes better sense for you. Good job, buddy. Step here again. See if I can get him to just follow this. This side's the side that's more stuck. Okay. I'm gonna hold. Good. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna keep there. Good job, bud. And I'm gonna keep stepping. Good. So there he starts to move his hip for me. That's awesome. You know, and I'm just gonna wait on him, and I'm just gonna step here, and I'm gonna see if I can't pet him again. I'm gonna wait and take my hand away and rub him again. It's okay. Take it away. And good job. Come on, you want to lead. You know you want to lead. I'm going to give him back to him right there. I'm going to let him take a break for just a second.